All right, that's better. Let's try this again. Thanks for the thumbs up. This is all very complicated. All right. Are you talking about me? Yeah, 3 times a day, but they're all like I'm just doing a lot of like trial and error right now. Mostly error and a lot of trial and tribulations. It's coming together though. So what do you think the possibilities of like what you're a casino guy, what do you think the odds are that she's going to be there? No, I think you're right, man. Yeah, I'm thinking you're pretty much on point there. I think it might actually. I wonder if it'll be the first night or the second night. I mean, those guys are working there. What is? Yeah, nothing. I mean, it's like it's. This is basically the people that are going to be going there are like part of the huge fan base of people who have had her back from the get go, and it would be a great opportune for her to meet up with them and to be honest, to promote what she's got going, like with her next venture. Um, and I saw like some kind of pic that she put on a Twitter a way like while back that looked like it was a triple star system or something like that. I was thinking, man, if she's doing a sci-fi movie, and if she produced a sci-fi movie that was really kick-ass and it just like blew everything that Disney Star Wars has done out of the water, and that would just be like a huge slap in the face. It's like take that. Oh, so cold. So cold.
Mm.
Thanks, Robert. I'm doing my best trying to save a dying breed. Fighting for all the gingers out there, facing gingicide. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yeah. We will not fight without standing up for ourselves, though. It's easy to do that when they're like, fake fictitious characters in a comic book or in a cartoon or whatever. But when it comes to real life, don't fuck with the ginger. Shoot. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Appreciate you dropping on by. I got like probably another hour left in me. What am I saying? Probably another hour and a half. Just depends on how fast this goes. Robert, if you're out there, where are you hailing from? Are you from the States? Hooah. Florida. Oh, cool, man. Ah, so you're around. Yes, are you around Jeremy's neck of the woods? Drunk C3 pills. You gonna be making it out to the meetup? I'm originally from North Carolina. And I've never been down to Florida. Heard you guys had something of like a gator infestation down there. Hmm. Oh yeah, you guys had some. You guys had like a was it a hurricane or a tropical depression come in there recently? We've been getting our fair share of it over here as well. Probably not as much as you guys though. Oh yeah, the rain can be soothing. Because when it's raining, it's like, well, your only choice is to really stay inside and relax and chill out. Yeah, so I'm up from North Carolina. When you guys always took the brunt of the storm for us. Oh, thanks for the thumbs out there, people. Whoever that may be, appreciate it. I really do appreciate all you guys stopping by and giving a thumbs up and throwing out. I know. Well, yeah, that's what I was doing. I started this. What was it? 2 nights ago, and I think it was 2 nights ago, and I was just like, dude, this looks like a female version of C3PO, but oh well. Fluid to number 3 contortions, exactly. Yeah, so I'm kind of giving her some like LED lights in her spinal cord here. Yeah, it's I said that the other night in my live stream. I was like, this looks like a C3PO female version, but I don't know. I just kind of like wanted to practice around with like being a robot looking lady. So, you know, if it ends up looking like him, what, you know. But I like that. Floating over 3 million contortions. That's a good one. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do with her hair here. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a gradient out of her hair, I think, with some golden stuff in it. Yeah. Let's do that. Gradient in the hair. Here we go. This one. Robert, were you there in Loki's stream tonight, or you were in a stream either last night or tonight where I saw you? Was it tonight or last night or 2 nights ago? I can't remember. Maybe it was tonight. Oh, yeah, that's right. Right. Man, today has been one long ass day. Like, started, I woke up 5 o'clock, 5:30 this morning to get ready for the Wake Down stream. Okay, yeah. That's why I recognize you as well. Yeah, I woke up at 5:30 this morning to get ready for the live stream. I went to bed that night, well, the night before at 12:30, so I had So about 5 hours of sleep. And I this is only like this. Actually, this is only the second time I've done something like that where I've been interviewed live. So yeah, I was nervous, and yeah, I had trouble sleeping last night because of that. But then yeah, I had to go work right after the stream was finished, and then came back home. Um, and I made a new camera system so I could paint from it'd be like some kind of like GoPro looking thing. So I have a tripod, and this set. Man, if you guys saw this, I'm gonna take a picture of this setup and show it to you. I took apart a tripod that I had, and I attached it to an easel, and I used like this metal pole I had, and attached it to the tripod extension part. It's really weird. I'm going to take a picture of it. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a permanent addition, but I just wanted to see if I could do something like a grow look from above. Let's see. I don't think you'll be able to see this though. Yeah, because of the screen, it's going to. Yeah. It's my tripod taken apart with the camera is attached. My webcam is attached to the tripod extension. It's just a really complicated thing that I got going over here. But it does the trick, I think. Yeah, Brightest Day, man. He's good. He's a good guy. Really, like he was a great interviewer. Very articulate. Had his questions down pat. Like really professional. I would love to go on his stream again someday if he'll have me. I mean, I'm working on some projects here, so he said whenever those projects ready to go, he'd have me on again. So that's incentive for me to get my ass in gear. I know that's what yeah, that's what you said in the chat, wasn't it? It's funny because I hadn't really, yeah, I didn't even think of it, but as soon as you said that, I looked back at the chat afterwards, and I saw that comment, and I looked at the video screen. I was like, oh my gosh, we do look like twins. Who knows? We could be some long lost relative or something like that. I'm gonna do. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I have a bad tendency of just like rambling on and going off on a tangent. But I had a really good time on it, and yeah, it was cool seeing you guys like live in the chat. I wasn't used to that kind of stuff happening. That was the first time I experienced that. So yeah, kind of took me off guard a bit, but There's only one way to get better at it, and that's by practice, huh? Change the YouTube? Nah, it doesn't exist. So I guess I'm suited for YouTube if that's what I'm good at, because I'll just go on a tangent for like I'll start off. That's what happens in most of my English classes as well, with my especially my adult classes. We'll just start talking about one thing, and then we'll end up going on a complete tangent, and all of us will just look at each other and go, what were we originally talking about? And it'll take all of us like, a minute or so, and then somebody will be like, oh yeah, we were talking about this. So I have no idea how the hell we got from that point to here, but oh well. That's the fun part about it. Raylos. Exactly. Actually, I have had a couple of rants because a lot of people, they are over here, they're not aware of what's going on with Star Wars at all, because Star Wars it's not popular here anymore. Like people will go out and watch the movies or whatever, but you never hear people. You don't see like the merch play at places. You don't see. I went to Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland, and the line for the Star Wars ride was basically, for most of the time, was, what does Japan like these days? Well, wearing masks everywhere. Um, what is Japan like these days? Well, all the kids are into Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Um, yeah, that's a lot of kids are into that. That's the big thing right now. But I think that fad's starting to run its course, and I don't know of anything else that's really really popular right now. I mean, yeah, it was just like Demon Slayer was the big one. Yeah, a lot of kids are really into playing like Fortnite or video games or watching YouTube. If you ask kids what do you like to do, they're like, I like to watch YouTube, and they'll have like their favorite YouTuber or something. A lot of people like like young boys, they like to watch other people play video games, live streaming video games. Um, as far as adults are concerned, that's really weird nowadays. I don't know. Like, there's been a lot less like social activity going on with the last year and a half and so 2 years because of the whole coup and what have you. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't watch much TV over here at all. In fact, I don't watch any TV over here at all. But yeah, what are Japanese people into? Good question. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nowadays. It's kind of like a weird thing. There's not a lot of social interaction. But what's something that's trying to think of what's popular? Like Japan, they always have like these afternoon dramas. They're called the Hiro drama. And My Hero Academia. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I'd have to confirm with people about it. But like, if you ask a lot of people, like a lot of kids, like, what are you into, whatever, they just say like YouTube or like the new video game that's out or what have you. I don't play video games. I just don't have the time. Um, so I don't know. Like my nephews, they play like Smash Brothers, or there's a lot of names that I'm not really familiar with. I'm kind of out of the loop when it comes to video games. But yeah, My Hero Academia, I don't hear that mentioned a lot, but I could be wrong. Like a lot of my interactions come with like nursery school students as well, because I teach at a bunch of nursery schools and I teach a lot of elementary school students. But all the elementary school students just like, yeah, all about video games. And some of them read comic books, but a lot of the titles I don't really I've never heard of them, or I'm not really familiar with them. Yeah, I'm kind of a normie when it comes to anime stuff nowadays. Before I used to be into a lot of things. I used to be into like Macross and used to watch Evangelion. No, I haven't been to Nintendo Land. That's next on my to-do list. We went to Disneyland last year because I have a 5-year-old daughter. We take her there every year. And 2 years ago, before the coup hit, or was it 2.5 years ago, we went to Universal Studios Japan like twice in 1 month. In Disneyland the month before that, but I haven't made it to Nintendo Land yet. It is on the list. I keep on telling. I sent a mail to Geeks and Gamers, and I super chatted on Jeremy's stream. I told him like, hey, if you guys need somebody to do some Nintendo Land reporting for what's it called, Parks and Hoppin', like Park Hoppin', I would totally be up for that. And he said, send me a mail, and so I did. But he's a busy guy, what have you, and I'm sure it's not like the top priority of his list right now. But yeah, if they ever wanted me to, I told them I'd be more than happy to go to Nintendo Land and check it out for them, and take video of it and share that with them, what have you. And they've also got this new thing coming out in Kyoto where they film all of the period dramas, like the samurai dramas, what have you, the TV shows and movies. They've got a gigantic real life size Evangelion, like the bust, like the head towards like the top of the chest, and you can actually go inside it and ride it. Yeah, I think that's opened up or opening up soon. So I'd like to go check that out as well. It looks kind of cool. But yeah, I definitely want to go to Nintendo Land. My nephews they're all still into Mario and things like that over here. So they would be really excited to go to that, I'm sure. Long answer to a very short question. You ever visited Japan, Robert? I've been to Africa and Brazil. Wow, there you go. What took you there? Or what was your reason for going to those places? Was it like for travel or for volunteer work, military? I've never been to Africa or Brazil. I've never been to South America, actually. Missions work. Okay, there you go. Oh, thanks for the like up, for the thumbs up. Um, Very cool. Missions work. How long were you there for? Florida on steroids. Oh, geez. I think I want to make this yellow different color. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to put some red in there. I have to say, one of the 3 months in Africa, best time of my life. Yeah, a lot of people say that I talk to. They go, the people who are like the Peace Corps or went there on volunteer work. They all say they have a really good time there. I have to say the most eye-opening place I've been to was probably India. I went there twice to do volunteer work. Yeah, that was a very yeah, that was an experience and a half. Oh, this could be right. Is this working? I don't know. Yeah, this could be it. Yeah, I think I'm going to change it to this color. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yep. Same in like India as well, man. You would see people just walking forever. But I imagine it's actually even a lot, yeah, more of a challenge over there in Zambia. Yeah, I don't think you probably see a lot of really big obese people over there in Zambia, would you? It's funny in India, uh, as a sign of wealth and like like your, I guess not your caste because they still have the caste system over there. Uh, your like status, your social status, and sign of wealth. If you had like a pot belly and you were fat, that shows that you were wealthy or what have you in India. It was a sign of wealth and prosperity. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's how it goes in India as well. If you had a nice big old pot belly, that means you were doing well. So, like when you saw a guy with the pot belly, you're always kind of a bit like, is this guy going to be dodgy or what have you? Because you know he's probably involved in some. I don't know. There were some dodgy individuals that we met in India, but for the most part, we were out and like okay, okay. Yeah, the Indian where people weren't really big about like beards and facial hair. You saw a lot of the villagers and stuff. They would have. I remember some of them having like possibly. I can't. It's been such a long time. What was the food like there in India? If you didn't have it's funny. The village that we went to the first time around, the like I think they had like 3 or 4 houses that had burnt down, so they needed they had to get all the villagers together and rebuild, and we went there and helped with that. But the first day that I got to the village, uh, a lot of the kids they came up to me and they started pointing at me, calling me a name, and I was thinking maybe they're saying like Iquenchua, like Ace Ventura 2, Devil. But I asked like our interpreter was laughing. I was like, "Oh, what is it?" They're like, oh, they're calling you Jesus James. Like, call me Jesus James. I'm just here to help, but I'm no savior at all. And I didn't really ask much about it. I was just like, very humble by it. But I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable kids comparing me to Jesus. And then it was crazy. They have a belief in India that if you have visitors, Play-Doh grits. Ooh, that sounds. Um. Yeah. So back to that India story. Like they have this belief in India that yeah, Jesus is confirmed. What should we call it? They have a belief that if you have visitors from afar, it will bring you rain in India. Because when we got there, they were suffering from a horrible drought. Like there hadn't been rain forever. The earth was cracked everywhere. Everything was dried up. And on the day before we left, they had like this big gathering in the village for us. And this village is in the south. It was in the south of India, and Trichipali, which is in Chennai. And people from the Netherlands came there on missions a long time ago. And so Christianity spread through that part of India. And so in the village that we visited, there was a chapel in the middle, a very small one. And that day that we had the going away party celebration, there was no sign of rain whatsoever, and we didn't hear anybody talking about it. And as soon as we got to the village, there was like just this thunder and lightning, and the skies opened up, and it just poured down rain. It was insane. And everybody was like, "Oh, it's because the visitors from afar came." And then they started saying it like, "Oh, thank you again." And they called me Jesus James again. I was like, what is this? I'm not like your savior or anything like that. It was so awkward. So then we go into the chapel in the middle of the village, and they were like, "We want to show you something." I was like, "Well, what is it?" And inside there was a statue of Jesus in there. And the Jesus statue in there and at that time I had really long hair, and I had like a mustache and beard going on. And the Jesus in there had red ass hair with red mustache and a red beard. And it was just like complete image of what I looked like at that time. So that's why they're all calling me Jesus James. So yeah, Jesus James is confirmed. It was crazy because that place too, that area of India, that was back in 2004 that I went, and then we went to that area for like a couple of weeks, helped out building with the houses and everything. Helped out in quotation marks because I feel like we were more in the way than helping out. But then we went back, and then that Christmas, we were there like during the fall time, I believe. Was it the fall? I can't remember. Well, it might have been during the summertime. And then that Christmas, yeah, it was 4 months later. The big tsunami happened, earthquake tsunami, the Sumatra one in Indonesia, that swept over to Thailand and India. And the place that we went to help out, yeah, it got hit. So we went back after that the next year to go help with We couldn't really help out with any of the recovery efforts from the tsunami, but we went to like an orphanage and hung out with the kids there. And then we went and the village. We went back to the village where we went the year before, and they're like, thanks to all the donations that because we raised a bunch of money for them. Like, thanks to all the donations that you guys got us, they got solar panels connected to their irrigation system that they used for their fields, and it was the first like solar panels ever to be used in that area for farming purposes. And we were there to help them for like the inaugural celebration for their usage, and we also helped with cataract surgery. We didn't do anything like the surgery, but we helped like giving eye drops and helping the patients. That was yeah, that was an experience. Captain America, awesome. Oh, would they be disappointed to see what's been happening to Captain America lately? They're like, this isn't Captain America. So, Robert, are you going to go to the Vegas meetup? Yeah. And I don't think you ever will hear them say that. Never. Riri Williams. No Vegas this year. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Yeah, I'm headed out there. I'm visiting. I haven't been back to the States for 3 years because my family visited us 3 years ago. And then after they went back to the States, the old coof came running around the mountain. And yeah, so we haven't been back to the States for 3 years. So I'm going to go visit my mom and my brother and everything. And then at the end of the trip, I'm going to make it over to Vegas for from the 11th to the 15th. And I think meeting up with yeah, a bunch of guys out here. It looks like Brightest Day is going to be able to go as well. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. But you'll have to try next time, eh? I know, man. It's so horrible because those characters, they're not exclusive to just America. Their heroism and their bravery, um, and it doesn't matter what color they are, man. It transcends to so many people of so many different walks of life and areas of the world. It's just, yeah. I mean, somebody you don't have to be them to relate to them. You know what I mean? You don't have to look the same at all. Because how many of us wanted to be Bruce Lee when we were kids? I did. I wanted to be Bruce Lee. I wanted to be like Mr. Miyagi. He was awesome. Wanted to be like Michael Jordan, and we didn't give a damn where they were sticking their junk or what color they were. We were we related to and admired their passion for being heroic is universal to all cultures. It is, and every culture has their hero story, and they're trying their damnedest to destroy that shit and spread it over the world. Now, that's the true virus. Oh, sorry, Mama Susan. That is the true virus that is killing things. That kind of ideology where you are trying to kill the hero and kill the inspiration that that pushes people to try harder and challenge themselves and take on life. And it's just this nihilistic kind of thinking. It's depressing. And whenever they did that to Luke, dude, whenever I was watching that movie, that's the first time I ever experienced that feeling of just utter disdain for the fans that they had in that movie. It was like, man, they really don't like us. What is going on here? This movie was not made for people who like Star Wars at all. And anybody who says it, they're completely blind. And I've told this story before, but I saw The Last Jedi. It's funny how everybody's got The Last Jedi story. It's like the Kennedy assassination or the moon landing. Where were you whenever the moon landed, or 9/11 or what have you? It's like, what was going on in your life? Where did you watch The Last Jedi? And I had just made it back to Japan from the States, and I had been following what had been going on with Rotten Tomatoes. It was like the audience score was horrible, but the critics were giving this amazing review. I was like, what's going on here? And I wasn't on Twitter. I wasn't on Instagram at the time. I don't think I was on Instagram now. And the only kind of social media network I was on was Facebook. But I wasn't following it because I didn't want to have any spoilers whatsoever. So I was completely in the dark. And as soon as I got off the plane, I rushed to my car because I had it like at this parking center. I rushed to my car, hopped in, jet lag and all, and raced to the theater to go watch The Last Jedi. And whenever he took that lightsaber and he threw it over his shoulder, I was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? What is going on here? And then it just got worse, and it got worse. And I was like, I am not interested in this movie at all. I'm ready to go home. And I don't want to see any more of this. This is the destruction of something I love, and I don't know what is going on here. And I went home, and the first thing I did, I was so irate, and I was by myself because my wife and kid were still in the States staying with my older brother. So I was alone, home by myself with nobody to talk to. And I was just like, called my younger brother up, and I just went on this, like, what's the word? Went on this rant, this huge rant about how like much I hated this movie. And it's like, I told you were gonna hate it. Because he told me I was gonna hate it. I was like, how am I gonna hate a Star Wars movie? Mind you, The Force Awakens kind of like irked me because I didn't know if I liked it or not, but I didn't hate it, but it wasn't one of my favorites at all. It felt very surreal to watch. And I thought maybe I was one of like the minority of people who felt that way. And so I went on this huge rant when I was talking with them. And then that brought me to YouTube because it's like a catharsis, like a, it's cathartic to hear people who have the same, like, who are really disappointed in it, and just to know that you weren't alone. And yeah, so I found all these people on there. I hadn't found Nerdrotics yet. I think that's how I found Geeks and Gamers. I'm not sure. But I found some people who were like just gushing over it. Like, who are you people? I don't see how in hell you could be watching this and just really enjoying it, even for cinematic values. Yes, that's how I found him as well. Or did I find him before that? No, I found him because of that. Yeah. I was watching, okay, yeah, with Game of Thrones, I was watching other YouTubers who were all about like Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, and they were just complete, nerds when it came to the books and what have you. And what really pissed me off is that I had been following these people for like, for a lot of the Game of Thrones, like for a few years. And I religiously watched their videos and listened to them. And there was nothing but praise from them. Was, some criticism here and there. But it was obvious that they were letting their love for the series get in way of their, rational, critical thinking. And when season 8 came around, they were grasping for straws, and they're trying to they're just like, we don't want to criticize this. We don't want to feel bad about this. We've been following it so long. And I was like, man, I need to hear the truth because I think this is complete crap. And then I went looking around the places, and that's when I came up, found Gary and Doomcock just grilling it. Was it? Yeah, I think the two of them were like just going crazy about it together. And I was like, thank God there's some people here who have some kind of sense of reality, who knows what's going on, because though that was not a good show. And it was so difficult for me to finish. I couldn't even finish out this. I finished watching the series with the last episode. I fast forwarded through most of it, and I was actually doing other things while I had it on the background because it was just so horrible. So, with Star Wars being destroyed and Game of Thrones being destroyed, I kind of lost complete trust in any kind of entertainment. Yeah. Yeah. Let me treat like that. It was ridiculous. There was no. It was no. It was dumb. It was completely horrible. And I think it's. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just Hollywood trying to destroy everything. It's like a big troll, a big trolling of the fans. Like, oh, you guys like this? Oh yeah, watch what we're gonna do with it. We don't give a shit anymore. But you're still gonna pay for it, and you're still going to, even though you're gonna hate it, you're still gonna pay for it. But I don't see, like, I'm like, I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, those guys, they made bank and they ran away, and they're never gonna be able to. Ralph Boner, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Now, Ralph Boner, is that referring to WandaVision? Ralph Boner? Am I making a mistake here? Or no, was that WandaVision? They did have like a character with the name Boner in it. Yeah, WandaVision. Yeah, I only got through 3 episodes of WandaVision, and then they fired Gina Carano, and I was like, nope, I quit. I'm not watching anything else by Disney. Nope, not going to do it. Not going to watch The Mandalorian, even though I didn't really watch. I've only watched 3 episodes of The Mandalorian, the first season. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not really into it. I'm going to spend my time doing other things. But yeah, once they fired Gina, I was like, yeah, not going to watch one more episode of anything Disney. Nothing, not at all. Like, to hell with you people. Yeah. You see, that's the last episode that I saw. No. I didn't even see that episode, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't see that one. The last one I saw. No. I correct myself. That was the last episode that I saw. The one where he comes in at the end. I believe that was the last one before Gina got fired. And then when Gina got fired, I was like, nope, I don't even need to watch it anymore. I'm not going to give him the time of day. Hey, Robert, thanks for being on here, dude. Like, this is chatting and Peyton is it's my bread and butter. I love to do it. So this has been a huge. I was sleepy all day because we had a big sports event yesterday for my daughter's nursery kindergarten, and I was just like dead tired today. But I was like, I'm gonna push through and paint this tonight. And this is really like I'm in a zone right now, thanks to you. I should be super chatting you. Yeah, that's just a troll. Like that's a troll. Star Wars was a troll. Last Jedi, Force Awakens, and all that. It's just trolling. That's the. We have so much money we don't know what to do. All right, well let's let's go pick on some fans. Yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, well. And I don't consider myself like a super intelligent geek or what have you. I'm more of a normie, but I appreciate I've read all the Ice and Fire novels. I've read, a lot of science fiction and fantasy, and I'm really into a lot of TV shows and movies and entertainment, what have you. But I could see whenever, there's an attack being made, and it's like, geez, man, I don't see what the point is. It just seems so nihilistic to me. Just completely like tearing something down. And that's all it is, just trying to tear things down. Just a slap in the face. They're like bullies that when you're walking home from school or walking to school, they come up to you and like, hey, give me your lunch money. And then they take your lunch money and then they buy like one of those little cartons of milk and then they pour it over your head. As you can tell, I'm still pissed about it all. But the whole Gina Carano thing, man, that went that like escaped the boundaries of entertainment and went into the political and social world, which is not good at all. Like whenever your entertainment gets mixed up with politics, you get into this propaganda thing, and man, that has the ability to turn into a very, very dangerous situation for society. I'm going on like a little bit of a rant here, but I'm in Japan. I'm close to China. I'm close to North Korea, and we see it on a daily basis. A lot of the propaganda and stuff that goes on here that you guys don't see over in the States, and yeah, it's disturbing. And I would never want the things that I see that's happening in the States nowadays. It's eerily similar to what's going on over there. And it's just my friends, some of my friends over here, we, foreigners or what have you, we get together and we'll start, talking about those kind of issues and, it's just, that's what you don't want to see happening. Entertainment and politics should be, I think it's okay for, some situations if you're doing like, JFK or maybe you're doing some kind of like something that's, I don't know, loosely based in reality, like loosely based in our reality when it comes to politics, but not too on the head, not actually representing actual figures. But Yeah, whenever your political opinions and ideas get mixed up with entertainment and that facet of life, it's not going to be a good thing for the public at all. You'll see more propaganda pieces being made, and that's all that North Korea entertainment is. It's just propaganda pieces, completely based in lies. But that's all that people have access to. And trust me, there will be a day whenever Americans they won't have access to, you know, physical media. They won't have access to what they're able to watch. Oh no, no, no! I'm sorry. Not they won't have free access to things that they want to watch. It'll only this will be available, and a lot of that will be propaganda, and that's just a scary scenario that I don't want to see happen. It's just really weird. So that's why we got to create our own stuff. Got to create, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just create, do something positive for the world. Create rather than destroy. I'm really going crazy into this one. So let me do this. Oh, nice. Now, are you an artist as well, or are you doing more of the writing part, or are you doing both? I do this in a brush. All right. I hear there. Well, if you've ever in need of an artist, I'm working with a couple of people right now. But yeah, I'm my dream has always been to do art for comic books, produce my own stuff. And compared to a lot of the guys out there, I'm complete shit. But what I I've only seriously been going at this for this style for about a year now, and I feel like I finally found my niche. It's been taking a while, but each time I draw this way and do these live streams, I feel like each one is an improvement on the next. No, each one's improvement on the one before it. So I'm really interested and kind of excited to see what my stuff is going to look like a year or two from now. Because if I progress this much in 1 year, then if I keep on working at it, then I'm hoping to see some kind of exponential improvement within my work. What are your stories about? What kind of are they? Kind of theme are they? Oh, post-apocalypse. Cool. Occult. Have you been in contact with any artists to work on your stories with you? I'm doing these little lines, these pillars now. I got you. Well, I hope it works out, and you can find, the financial means or what have you to, but you know what I think what's going to happen? And this is just my crazy optimistic view of it all and hopeful view of it all. Is I think what's going to happen is as long as we can get over, and anybody out there listening, you can agree with me or disagree with me about this, but stop it with the high school fighting. Stop it with the Twitter shit. If you got anything to do, take care of it. Direct message to people. Take care of it behind the scenes. Keep your dirty laundry outside. Don't leave it out to in everybody's view. Stop the infighting, and bring the forces together. Bring the means to produce, produce movies, to produce, written work, comics, novels, music videos, anime. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of talent out there, but we just got to stick together and got to be the people that fight against Hollywood or what have you. I think this brush is dead. Yep. You guys just witnessed the death of my brush. Done. Darn it. This was a good one, too. Oh, shit. As Ryan would say, unite the clans. Exactly. Unite the clans. Hold on a second. Another brush. One brush down, another one to go. Yeah, unite the clans, man. So yeah, I mean, the petty arguing and stuff like that's just got to go. Like all this. I understand. Like, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes, but to be honest, I don't want to know what's going on behind the scenes with a lot of the YouTubers and stuff. That's their own damn business, and it's none of our business. What's happening with you and your place isn't my business. It's only yours and the people who are directly in contact with that, directly affected with that. And if you can't solve it with them, then you got to separate from them, man. You got to go out on your own. But just talking shit about other people, I don't know. Especially on Twitter, it's just ugly and it doesn't result in anything good. But that's my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions. So how long have you been working on these stories for? +10 years? Cool. Well, it's about time then. A lot of people that I've been talking to, that's about the time. A lot of them have been saying about that amount of time that they've been working on their stuff, and then they're ready to get it out. So it could be that that's like the amount of time that you have to, I guess, kind of like a wine or a whiskey. You have to, ferment your wine or distill your, what is it? You distill your whiskey. And then it's it's age it. Sorry, you have to age your whiskey. Um, and so maybe this 10-year time is the amount of time that it takes to get it ready to go. I'm glad I went over these yellows with this red. It's got like this kind of bubbly feeling to it. My C3PO woman. C3PO's Mrs. C3PO. Oh no, I don't envision this at all. Like as I'm drawing, sorry, I just saw your chat here. As I'm drawing the figure, it just kind of comes to life, and everything is just it's just from imagination. Like I just kind of saw this kind of I don't know where it came from, to be honest. I just started drawing, and I don't second guess myself. I just roll with it, and if I feel like the image is there, I just push it, and I don't give up on it. I had a professor once who said, if an image isn't working, just give up on it. But I'm that kind of stubborn guy. It's like if I don't, I'm gonna keep on pushing it no matter what, even when it's not working. But yeah, lately I really I've gotten more confidence with these inks that I work with. They're acrylic based waterproof inks, dry really quickly. But yeah, the image just kind of comes to life as I'm painting or drawing. Uh, and the colors as well. The colors, I'll see like something says "Hey" in my head. Like I think it just comes with the experience too. So it's like, hey, just make that a little bit darker, or maybe add like a little bit of uh, what should we call it? A layering or like layer of color over it, a wash of color over it to kind of push it back a little bit more. And instead of like debating whether or not I should do it, I just do it. Like these little lights gleaming on the back. It's like, oh, that could look corny, but no, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it because my something just said do it. And like I was talking with the guy I'm working with right now, it's like, it's kind of like the universe just says it's speaking through you. So I just listen to it and do what it says. It sounds a bit corny and maybe hippie-ish, but yeah. Austin Powers. Hmm. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm pushing my time here. Oh, it's almost at 2 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I've been really going in layering on top of layering, and I've got like these like electric pulses going through these columns. I don't know what it is, and just kind of like zoning out and painting, not really thinking too much about what I'm doing, and just letting my subconscious take over. Which is, if you could get into that zone, that's when you have the best results. So at first, if I'm really conscious of what I'm doing, I have the ability to get like too tight, or not tight, but too like uptight and not fluid. But the more I just kind of like zone out, the more fluid things get. Appreciate you like hanging out here the whole time, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to last much longer. I'm gonna have to get some sleep in for tomorrow. But whenever I'm like this, I don't want to go to sleep. I want to continue pushing as much as I can. welcome to everybody out there watching right now. Looks like we've got maybe 2 people watching here. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, maybe that's just a bot checking up on me, making sure I'm being okay. Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. They're literally every once in a while there'll be like another one pops in, like 3. Oh, hey, what's up, Tilly? Oh, oh man. Oh, what time is it? It's 2:30. 2:30 at night. Basically, thumbs up for like what the mail, or thumbs up for the picture. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, dude. I'm yeah. Let's meet up. Let's get the ball a rolling, and yeah, I'm ready to start whenever you are, and just go straight at it, head on. Like I was telling Robert here, he's been working on some stories as well, and he's been the same way, like 10+ years, just kind of working up his story. And I was just saying, yeah, it seems like I've heard more from, because I'm working with another guy as well. He's kind of in like a bit of a writer's block right now, but yeah, it takes about 10 years of aging the story and fermenting it and getting it to a good quality, and then it's ready to go. So yeah, man, ready to work. Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah. Uh, I'm not one to ask for age or anything, but like, do you mean like the age of the story or age of you yourself? Because I'm 42, and I think it's like I guess you're working with a clock. You're halfway through your life, I guess, and you're just like, okay, man, if it's time for you to do something, you got to do it now, because there's no more. No more waiting. Time to just push it. Take that chance. Yeah, yeah. You definitely need that experience, don't you? For me, I think it's just I think it's taken a little bit longer for me to get the ball rolling on things just because I don't want to make any excuses just but being over in Japan and I don't know, I've been out of the loop with a lot of things, but thanks to well, hopping on Twitter, even though it was like a short stint, I was able to kind of meet up with some people there, and that kind of led one thing to another. And yeah, so for me, it's just you know also I live there's not really any kind of influence around me or anybody saying hey get your ass to work. It's just me pushing myself but I think that's the situation is for a lot of us. I'm not very like unique in that situation, but yeah, once at some point you just got to be like okay, got to make the next move. It's funny because the way that you write and like the nuance around like how you write makes you seem like you're a lot more like it seems like you're actually older than me. I get this feeling like you've been through a lot of things and had a lot of experience just by the way that you write your mails or in the chat or something. It has a certain wisdom nuance to it. But that's the thing. Back in the States, we don't really people don't really talk about like the age difference. Here in Japan, like if you're like a year older than somebody, you are their superior. Like you have more experience than them. And there's this whole like the way that you speak to people, the language, the honorific language changes. So like there's this whole it's not a caste system, but it's like a call it senpai kohai system. You're the elders and the experienced ones versus the less experienced ones. So that's a good thing back in the States. I don't have to really worry about, you know, even though you're younger or older than me, we could still like hang out, work together, and not worry about that. Does senpai notice you? Well, okay. Um, I'm kind of outside of the loop in many ways. One, I'm a foreigner, so I'm kind of in my own world and own bubble in Japan, and also I'm self-employed, so I don't have any senpai people above me or kohai people below me. It's just me, myself, and I. Oh, my wife, she would be senpai, so yeah, she notices me, I hope. But yeah, I'm outside of the loop when it comes to that. Now, when I worked in a Japanese town hall, me, myself, and senpai, exactly. Oh boy, you got away with words there, Robert. Me, myself, and Irene. Um, yeah, that's a good one. Oh man, all right. I'm gonna give myself about another 5 minutes here. Then I'm going to bail. I'm running on an empty tank right now. Even though I feel like I could still keep on going for a long time, I got to get some sleep for tomorrow. No, they don't. They used to, but now they only have it 5 days a week. But if you are a junior high school student and you join a club or a sports team, you basically have school 7 days a week. They have practice every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I know this because my wife used to be a junior high school teacher and she was the volleyball coach. I never saw her. And yeah, so if you join a club or some kind of team, you go to what they call bukatsu, club activities every day. It's insane. Sometimes they have school on Saturdays because they're really big about open house here, like really big about open house. So sometimes they'll have like an open house on a Saturday or a Sunday. But as far as like regularly, no, there are no classes on Saturday and Sunday. But if you ask kids, hey, what did you do on the weekend? I studied for a test. Oh, that sounds fun. Did you go outside and play with your friends? No, I studied for a test at the library. Or what they'll do is a lot of kids go to cram schools. Cram schools are basically after school, they go to another, like, it's like a, there's teachers, not like teachers that teach at school teachers, but they're like these tiny schools where they basically teach you what the knowledge that you need to pass tests, which is crazy because that's what you should be learning in school, right? But no. So they're called juku, which are called cram schools. And a lot of the parents make their kids go there to mainly study subjects that they're weak in. I guess you'd call them prep schools, cram schools. We call them cram schools. And a lot of kids go to those every day of the week and on the weekends as well. Um, yeah, I would have never done that when I was a kid. School for school, exactly. School for school, perfect way to put it. And it's like I'm completely like flabbergasted when I hear that. Like, oh yeah, I got to go to school to study how to pass tests at school. It's like, well, what the fuck are you going to school for? No, I pas ça. 3 more minutes and I'm out. I'm done. Got to finish it up. I'm almost finished here, actually. Let me just this. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it finished on this one. Gone into it with enough detail, I think, that is sufficient for this one. It came out a lot better than I imagined it being. Well, I really wanted to push these pillars in the background of this, everything going on in this background. I feel like, I feel like it worked out. So, Robert and Tilde, did I was getting it wrong. Thanks for hanging out in the chat and keeping me company and giving me some good laughs there as well. Yeah, it really helped the work come along. So be on the lookout for some more videos. And Tilde, I'll be keeping in touch with you soon. I'm going to head off to bed now and have a look at your email in the morning. And well, thanks, Robert. Take it easy, and see you guys around. Again, appreciate everything all the time. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments, and sorry. Oh boy, almost 3:00. Another big night. So take it easy, guys. See you on the flip side. Good night. Take it easy, bud. See ya.